my face, it's cold. I feel like I just want to curl into a ball and be warm. But that mustn't happen because I had an idea. And you know what happens when I get an idea? I film it. And sometimes my ideas are a little on the more peculiar side, but sometimes life be like that and sometimes you just want to do it. So what we're going to be doing today, we're going to be taking the humble Big Mac meal and turning it into a 3-course gourmet meal. I was just thinking, I was like, there are many paths of reason actually as to why I wanted to do this. I don't really need to go into it because I just thought it'd be interesting to see if it was possible. Now, I don't really know the word gourmet, if it actually applies to the meal I'm going to be making. And I'm literally buzzing to see if this works or not. We're going to go to McDonald's right now, get the Big Mac meal, and then come home and transform the humble Big Mac into a 3-course meal. I have no idea if this is going to work or not. Sometimes... No, I just thought it was the wrong phrase. I was going to say if it ain't broke, don't fix it, but that is completely the opposite of what we're doing today. You never know until you try. So maybe this is going to be a game changer. Do you know what I mean? So let's go. Hi guys, this is a fun angle because then I can just focus on driving. Actually, is this a good angle? I feel like you're going to fall, but we'll see how we go. So, I'm yeah, she's fallen. She has fallen. Right, I'm just not going to even touch you. Hello? Hello, please can I get a large Big Mac meal? Can I have an Oasis with that, please? No, that's it, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Gosh, it's like you're sitting next to me. You're on my seat next to me, that's so cute. How are you guys? What's carrying in your life? Do you find it weird how McDonald's was the one that made it big as a drive-through concept? Because I'm thinking, like, why was it McDonald's that hit the big time? That squirrel is having the best time of its life. I've never seen a squirrel fly through a tree that big. Do I have any chewing gum? Do I really not have a snack in this car? I should really be more prepared. I'm disappointed in myself. Right, guys, we're gonna play a game right now.
Hello and welcome to Grace's Drive-Thru Quiz Show, the game where you win nothing.
Guess what car is in front of me and guess what car is behind me. Hang on, I can't see what car is behind me. It's the colour and the design. Ready for your answers? In front of us we have a black Range Rover Evoque, and behind us we have like a dark grey VW 4x4. Hi. Isn't it weird that this is just like the vehicle that we move around in? Anyway, whilst we're here, you got any video ideas? Tell me.
Oh, mac cheese?
Yeah, and do you have any ketchup, please?
Ketchup, sure. But enjoy.
Thanks, have a good day. Because I can't not have one. No, this is bad, I should have started. Right, just one more, that's all, Grace. Otherwise you can't film the video. You should have bought extra fries for me to snack on. Hey everyone, we're back from the McDonald's. So, what we have here is a humble Oasis. The best, in my opinion, the best beverage you can get from a McDonald's. We also then have Big Mac with no cheese because dairy-free, in case you're new, as I say every time. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna deconstruct, oh, it smells good, I kind of just want to eat it as it is. We've also got our fries. The first thing we need to do is make our pudding. Now, I want to use every single thing, so I'm actually going to use the Oasis and make a jelly from the Oasis, like a mixed berry jelly. I have no idea if this will work or not. I just thought, you normally use boiling water, so if I boil the Oasis, then surely it would act as... Oh, it's so good. Aren't they good, Jess?
What?
Berry Oasises.
Yeah.
So, this is our before. Here we have our burger. Okay, so to make our jelly, we are gonna see how much liquid we have from our Oasis. I'm not even joking, hearing me pour out that Oasis makes me want it so bad. Basically 500 millilitres. So we're gonna heat up the 500 mils of Oasis. And then we're gonna add some pectin and sugar. And hopefully, the reason we're making this first is because jam takes a long time to set. I'm gonna get our fancy jelly dishes. And I'm going to get some frozen berries and put the frozen berries in it. These are going to be so cute. I'm really excited. I'm really...
You did a good run recently, isn't it? Things actually working out.
Have I?
Your trainers work.
Put some of the frozen berries at the bottom of the dish. Blueberries, blueberries. Okay, so whilst that is on the go, what we're going to do is we're going to prepare the starter. For our starter, we're going to have a leek and potato soup. One of my favourites. Soup is underrated. I don't know why it doesn't get the street cred. I don't know why soup doesn't get the time that it deserves. Like, I genuinely just think it's so good. Now, when I worked at a place which I'm not going to name, they actually used their leftover chips and turned them into soup, which is funny because you think that the soup you're eating at restaurants and stuff is healthy for you, when really it's made from chips, which are not healthy for you. Also, making this for one portion, so I'm like scaling everything down. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna fry the onion and leeks and garlics and some seasoning, and we're gonna cut up the chips, and they're gonna be our potato. I have no idea, I kind of want to save half the chips for the main that I worked at in the summer. All of the, like, they would put all the mushy peas that were left over from the fish and chips. They would literally put everything in the soup, and they would call it a mixed vegetable soup, which technically, they're not lying, but at the same time it just makes you wonder what goes in to certain restaurants' food. Like, what don't you see behind closed doors? Do a whole video on that, do you know what I mean? Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to add some of the pectin sugar, which you normally use to make jam. We're just going to do a spoonful and hope. Maybe we should do a bit more. I have no idea if this is going to work. Right, Jess, is this going to work or not?
What?
This jam. Jelly.
Yeah, don't see why not. As long as you actually wait, right? You might have to leave it for a long time.
Yeah, I know that. 3 minutes! It's been 1 minute! I thought I was going to have like 1 minute left. Right, maybe we should just get started on the soup. You do the loop, then pull. Then your shoes are looking cool.
Over and back, left and right. Do the loop.
Hey, wait! Is that SpongeBob?
Yep.
Because isn't it interesting how SpongeBob and Phineas Ferb both did songs?
Whoa, hold on. SpongeBob was first.
A-G-L-E-T. What I'm going to do, whilst that's going, I'm just going to saute it in some oil. Add our onion and leek. Like a real chef right now. That's the bleeper. It is time for our jelly. Flipping heck, that's hot. Look at that. Doesn't that look legit? Okay, we're going to take these to the fridge now to let them set, and then we're going to get on with the rest of the meal. Okay, so in here we have got some chips, some leeks, some onions, the soup is basically done now. I've just added some pepper. I'm obviously not going to add any salt. I generally think this is going to be quite nice. So we're going to blitz that once it's been boiling for about 20 minutes. But whilst that is boiling, we're going to get started on our main. So here we have the Big Mac, and what we're going to do is we're going to deconstruct it because I have different plans for each element. So for the bun, we're going to make some like toasted garlicky bread. Take that away. We've got our beef patty. I forgot about the Big Mac sauce. And the one thing that I haven't really worked out how to use is the lettuce. I might just add that to the soup. Normally people would add like cream to make like a creamy lean. If we add the, you know, I'm just gonna do that. I'm slicing this off. And then we've got this Big Mac patty. I reckon the Big Mac sauce is gonna add some extra flavour. We're gonna make a little beef casserole. So we're gonna treat this as if it's, oh, and the pickles. I'm gonna add the pickles because I feel like people sometimes add olives to casseroles and things. So instead of olives, we are going to add pickles with the leftover chips that I didn't use in the soup. We are going to make these into like potato croutons. So I'm gonna bake these in the oven.
At this point, I was just rambling on about the casserole, but basically I added like normal casserole veggies like onion, carrot, mushroom, that sort of thing, and I made it to a traditional casserole recipe.
Guys, I have a feeling I shouldn't have added the Big Mac sauce and lettuce to the soup. It looks disgusting. Anyway, we're frying off the veggies, and then we're gonna add our beef. I've got the ketchup here, which is gonna act as like a tomato puree, and we're gonna add some beef stock. What I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna blitz up one of the bread patty bits, and hopefully it will turn into breadcrumbs, and then it will act as like thickener in the soup instead of adding flour, to try and utilize as much of what we've got as possible. Brilliant, we've got some breadcrumbs. That's fantastic. This is so much fun. I'm gonna do this more often. I feel like I need to do this with all sorts of restaurants. Okay, this is how the beef casserole is looking. I'm gonna put it in the oven for about half an hour. And so I've got these, and I'm gonna add some olive oil and some garlic
and make them like little potato crispies, I'm gonna call them. For the bread to go with my soup, this is what I've done before when I make bruschetta. And what you do is you take your piece of bread and you like rub the garlic clove over the bread. I've only ever done it on like French bread before. So we're gonna put them on the same tray as the little crispy fry things. Add the garlic clove that was left over. Okay, and then we're gonna toast this in the oven for about 5 minutes, I reckon. And here we have our soup. It looks so legit. I'm absolutely chuffed with that. We've got everything in here happening. It all looks incredible. I'm so chuffed with myself, I'm not gonna lie. Even getting the tea towels, so fancy. Look at this beef casserole. Okay, here we have our little potato crispies that you add to the bowls, like a little crunch. Here we have the soup. Obviously, we've not got the jelly yet. I'm going to try the soup first. I'm very dubious. For starters, leek McDonald's chips, onion soup, served with garlicky croutons on the side. For the main course, Grace has prepared a beef casserole with vegetables and a ketchup sauce, accompanied with potato crispies sauteed in garlic. Okay, here for the taste test. This looks legit like a Covent Garden soup. It's incredible. My brain can't get its head around it. Okay, let's try it with the bread. I'm not gonna lie. This is insane. This soup, I can't believe it. I'm still like in shock. There's actually enough soup for you to have some if you want, so just let me know, yeah? Don't know why I keep pouring it on, you're supposed to dip your soup. It's incredible. I can't believe it. Guys, I'm gonna finish my soup and then we're gonna have our casserole, because if the soup is anything to go by, the casserole is gonna be next level. I've had my starter, now onto the main course. I'm a bit dubious about this, because I feel like, how good can it be? It looks like an actual beef casserole. Essentially just chips, aren't they? This is so hot. Oh, pants. I think I'm getting in my head. In my head, I'm like, this is a McDonald's beef burger. But if you didn't know, I genuinely don't think you would tell. This is so confusing for my little brain. I almost wish I didn't know that I'd made it from McDonald's just to see what I would think. But why is it good? How is this so good? Let's add some of the crunchies in a mouthful. I really am out here so confused. It's really got me questioning restaurant food now. I'm like, where does it come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cat and I, Jill? Should we treat this as a date? So, tell me about yourself. Thing is with dates. Oh, this isn't about dates. Let's not go off on a tangent, Grace, your favourite thing to do. So many tangents in my brain. I don't think even Google Maps could navigate its way in my brain. On my noggin, no, I don't think that would be possible. Hi guys, it's the next day and I was trying to be patient like Jessie instructed me to be.
As long as you actually wait, Grace, you might have to leave it for a long time.
And I have bad news. I think I would have to test this recipe again. Sometimes if you don't succeed, try again. Is that the phrase? Here we have the little jellies and Mum was so excited. She came home and she was like, oh, jellies last night. But they just aren't setting. I genuinely think this is a good concept and the thought is there. It's like gone a tiny bit thicker in consistency. Let's try it. Also, I don't even like jelly, so I don't know why I went for jelly. I should have made like bread and butter pudding with the big bag or something. I need to stop. It's definitely, oh my gosh, it's so much thicker. I wish you could like see. It's such a weird consistency. It's like halfway to being set. Oh my gosh. Because you can see the way the berries are moving. Normal berries in a like a proper oasis would just sink. This is incredible. I'm really onto something. I'm gonna say it. I just had a red currant. This could potentially be groundbreaking stuff, guys. This series is just getting started. Just you wait. Thanks very much for watching, punks. Tune in again for another goodness knows what type of episode. Where's it gonna be? We don't know.